Smoky fire in the hole. Let's cook a mini porchetta, a piccolo porchetta, if you will. Stay tuned. Hello and welcome to my backyard. We're gonna cook up a porchetta, a mini porchetta, baby porchetta, piccolo porchetta in Italian. Piccolo means little. So a little porchetta. This is not like a real porchetta because a real porchetta is a whole pork loin. We're gonna use a pork tenderloin. Let's get this rub going. I got my pilon, that's what you gringos call a mortar and pestle, and we're going to start out with some fennel seeds. Fennel seeds, good stuff. Want to put about that much fennel seeds in there. I don't know if you can see into the pilon. I don't have a pilon cam, but you see what's going in there anyway. You see the fennel seeds are in there. We're going to crush them up a bit. Crushed up fennel seeds. You know, fennel seeds are good. Good stuff. Oh, before I forget, got this recipe from Chef John over at Food Wishes. I'm going to modify his original recipe a little bit, but basically I'll stay true to his original vision of his recipe. I'm going to break up those fennel seeds a little bit. They don't have to be broken up. You can eat them whole, but I just want to break them up to get some of that extra flavor going in there. So I got an orange. I'm going to zest this orange. Zest of an orange in there. That's good stuff. Orange zest, can't beat it. Except the only way to beat orange zest is with some lemon zest. We got some of that too. Let's get the zest off this orange. Zest of an orange, folks. Nothing better. Orange zester is not the most efficient tool in the world, but it works. Works for what I'm doing. Gets the zest off the orange. Okay, zest of an orange. Now we got a lemon. We're going to zest up this lemon. Get some lemon zest in our porchetta rub. You know, Tango Joe makes a killer porchetta rub, but he hasn't made any in a long time. And he's not marketing it yet, but I guess someday he will market that. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? He's going to market that porchetta rub. Dan, I see Dan had some of it left over. He used it on some ribs. It was good stuff, Tango Joe. I wish you'd make more of it. I really do. Okay, let me get my lemon zested up in there. Get that going. Lemon zest. You don't want to go too deep with your zest. You just want the outer part, the yellow part of the fruit. Same with the orange. Okay, so we got lemon zest, orange zest. Now we got some of that garlic that I like so much in a tube. I'm going to put a whole bunch of that in there. In fact, I'm probably going to use up most of what I had left of that in that tube. Garlic. You know, that's so handy because now I don't have to crush it up. You know what I mean? It's already been crushed up for me. I got a little bit of smoked paprika to go in there. About a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I don't think Chef John put that in his, but I decided I wanted it in mine. And I got some salt, pepper, and garlic that I mixed up myself. I keep this around. Salt, pepper, and garlic. I'm going to put about a good heaping tablespoon of that in there. Salt, pepper, and garlic into my porchetta rub. Then we got some crushed red pepper. You want to go with about a tablespoon of crushed red pepper to give it a little heat. Then we got a little bit of oregano. I'm going to go about a tablespoon of oregano, maybe let's call it 2 tablespoons of oregano. I'll put a link in the description for a recipe for those people who have to have exact measurements. I don't measure nothing. Then we got some parsley flakes. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of that in there. Parsley flakes. What else we got? Oh, we got some sage that we got to cut up. And I left my knife in the house. So let me go get my knife. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got some fresh sage leaves that I'm going to cut up. I want to slice them up a lot. Get them made small. Sage. It's good, nice herb. About that much sage. I'm going to cut it up pretty good though. Cut it up kind of small. Oh, it smells great. Oh yeah. Can't beat fresh herbs, baby. Cut that up real small if I can. Sage. Okay, we'll get that sage in there. And I got some rosemary. Some fresh rosemary. About 3 sprigs of fresh rosemary that we're going to get off the stalk like this. We don't want that stalk in there. We don't want that sage stalks either. Some fresh rosemary off the stalk. There you go. We'll chop that up. One more. Rosemary and pork go well together. They're excellent. You want some rosemary in your pork. Okay, so let's cut up that rosemary. Slice it up good. Make it small. Porchetta rub, baby. For our mini porchettas. I'm going to cut that rosemary up into little pieces because I don't want it to be any big pieces in there. Then we're going to grind this all up in the mortar and pestle and make it into a kind of herb paste to go inside of our porchetta, our mini porchetta. Okay, rosemary. And one more thing I want to put in there that Chef John didn't put in his, and that is some sun-dried tomatoes in oil. And these things are awesome. They got a great flavor, a great taste, and they're going to add some color to that. So I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of those sun-dried tomatoes in oil. We're going to grind this all up with the mortar and pestle into a kind of a paste. To get that going, get that ground up, all that garlic, and the oil from the sun-dried tomatoes is going to make it wet it down some further. Get this ground down into a paste. See that? Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Excellent. Okay, let me get that ground down. Then we'll get our pork tenderloin out here and stuff it. So stay tuned. Okay, my beautiful porchetta rub is done, and I got my pork tenderloin out here. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut into him like this to make a kind of a pouch to put some rub into. And you can see what I'm doing there with my knife. I'm not going all the way through, and I'm not going all the way to the end. I just want to make, like I said, a pouch to stuff some of that rub into, and then I'm going to rub him on the outside with some of that too. So let me get some of my rub and get it inside the pork loin. Don't that look good? That's a beautiful wet rub for your porchetta. So a real porchetta is made with a whole pork loin, and you got the back, what do you call it? You know, the skin of the pig. I forgot what it's called. Belly, pork belly. They put a pork belly on it. We're just going to get that in there like that. Get him stuffed up with that. We're going to rub him on the outside with some of that too. Rub the outside of him like that. And I'll show you what we're going to do with that to make it stick. Instead of pork belly, we'll get some pork belly bacon, which is pork belly in another form, actually. So we got some of that rub on there. That's got those sun-dried tomatoes and that citrus zest and all that crap in there. That's some good stuff right there, boy. Let me tell you what. Let me get the last little bit of that on him. All right, let me get my pork bacon weave out here and we'll get him stuffed up, so stay tuned. I got my bacon weave done, and we're going to take that tenderloin, and with the cut side down, we're going to try to get him in the middle of that bacon weave, and hopefully the bacon will retain some of that beautiful rub that we put on him. We'll just get that folded over like that. You know, bacon is the duct tape of the kitchen. I guess you know that. We'll get that folded over the other way. Yes, sir. Bacon weave, baby. There he is. Bacon weave, pork tenderloin with porchetta rub on the inside. Want a better look at that? Let me get him on the grill. He's going to take a while to cook. I estimate an hour at least to get him to 150 internal temperature. If we had any of that rub left over, we could have put it on the outside, but we didn't. Anyway, that's it. Let me get that on the grill. I'll show you what it looks like, and then we'll come back and drink a beer while it's cooking. So my Piccolo Porchetta is on the grill. He's got to cook until that bacon crisps up. It's going to take at least an hour. And we want 150 degree internal temperature on that puppy. And there he is, cooking away. I got some mesquite wood in the grill. We're going to smoke him up a little bit. I'm going to put the cover on that, and we'll come back and drink a beer, so stay tuned. My Piccolo Porchetta is done. We'll let him rest over there for a minute. Got the frosty Rootboy mug out, and here's today's beer. This is Green Flash Soul Style IPA, India Pale Ale, bright and tropical, with Simcoe, Citra, and Cascade hops. I'm expecting a hoppy experience with this beer. I love Green Flash. I love the Green Flash Brewing Company. I lost the file with the bacon weave. You can clearly see that my thing's got a bacon weave on it, but I had a file showing where I wrapped it up in the bacon weave, but I lost it, so I guess we don't get to see that. Let's pour out this beautiful IPA. It's a beautiful, beautiful looking. It's got almost an orange color to it. Isn't that pretty? Not much head on that roll. That's the way I like them. Let's take a sniff of that. I expect a beautiful citrus flavor to come through. Oh yeah, it smells like orange juice, and it looks like, you know, the beautiful color of tropical fruit. That is beautiful. Let me quaff the froth off of that, baby. How about that roll? Not much froth on there. That's excellent. I gotta tell you, Green Flash makes the best beer. I think they're in North Carolina, if I'm not mistaken. Greenflash.com. It doesn't really say, but that's a nice IPA right there. Oh, they're in San Diego. A lot of great beers in San Diego, you know it? But anyway, Green Flash Soul Style IPA, excellent beer. So let's cut that porchetta open and take a taste of it. Stay tuned. All right, let's cut into that porchetta and take a taste. That mini porchetta. Let's cut right into the middle of him so you can see what that looks like on the inside. Ah, yeah. Oh boy. And you can see the vein of the stuffing on the inside of him. Let me zoom in and take a picture of that. Oh yeah, let me get a slice of that. Get some of that in my mouth. That looks really good, doesn't it? Let's get a slice of that with that bacon. That bacon weave, I lost the file for that. I'm so sorry about that. I really wanted to show you my bacon weave, but let me get some of that porchetta on my plate here. Some of that sun-dried tomato stuffing and some of that bacon from the bacon weave. Oh boy. I'll tell you what, I wish I had a place to put this, but I don't. Let me show you my little plate here. There it is. Let's get a little taste of that. Get some of that good stuffing and some of my pork from the porchetta. And some of that stuffing. Porchetta stuffing and some bacon on my fork so I can get a taste of that. You think I can get a taste of that? Please, get on my fork. Okay, yeah, there you go. Look at that. Where's it at? There's it is. Don't that look good? Let me get a taste of that. Oh man, that's amazing. The sun-dried tomatoes really kick it up. Notches unknown. Oh, you can taste those herbs. Are excellent. Yes, sir. That's some good stuff right there. Oh yeah. Hey, I know I say this every time, But I really hooked it up this time. Let's back out of that. Anyway, that's awesome. Excellent. Thank you, Chef John, for the awesome recipe. You know what I always say? If you like this crap, please subscribe. If you don't, go over and see my girl Diane. You don't know her name. Her name is Booger. Booger 500 US. Go over and check out Booger. She's got this freaky frying pan. She cooks everything in it. She's gonna cook one of these in a frying pan. You watch. Anyway, that's my video. Come back next week. We may not cook anything good, but we will drink a beer, and this Soul Style Green Flash IPA, look at the color of that. It's excellent. All right, babies. See you next week. Bye.